What is creativity? It's a way of expressing yourself, your emotions, your feelings, and portraying that through something, either creative arts or performing arts, and communicating that to other people. We can be creative in lots of different ways. Anything that really gets that part of the brain stimulated and moving. So things such as painting, sketching, any kind of sculpting or craft, anything with clay, things like that would be creative. And then we can use our body, so movement, so dance, drama, singing, any of those kind of ways would be how we could communicate in a creative way. Creativity is for everybody because there is such a wide variety of different ways that you can be creative, physically, movement and motor skills, and also other creative mediums. There is something for everyone. So it's important to move away from thinking it's about the end result to appreciating the journey that somebody might be taking. So for example, if it is painting, you can get paint brushes that have got a really thick handle to hold on to. You could have a really big piece of paper and flick paint at it. So there is something that would be available for everyone. You don't have to be good at creativity to benefit from it. It isn't about the end product necessarily, it's more about the process and going through the process of enjoying it. A lot of the time we are critical of ourselves and we strive for perfection, but the good thing about performing and creative arts is that you don't have to be good at it to benefit from it. It's about exploring different tactics, different models, different ways of being creative, and find one that suits you, find one that you enjoy doing. If somebody's experiencing something like depression or anxiety or feeling low, those kind of feelings take place in the imaginative part of the brain, and then our imagination is being used in a way that's negative. So if we're doing something creative, whether we're singing or dancing or really getting into the flow of painting or something like that, then that's using the imagination in a positive way, and that can help with those kind of negative feelings and help us to feel better. Being creative can help in times of bereavement or in times of poor mental health. It can really help us to try something new. So if things aren't going so well and we're doing some painting or we're doing some sculpting, for example, something like that, we can take something that maybe we're not happy with and we can mould it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be anything we want it to be. And we can mould it and feel the texture, and we can really get lost in that. Some people might say that they're in the zone or they're in the free flow of doing something like that. And that can take the pressure off us where we think that things have to be perfect or that we have to get things right. So it's about experimenting and accepting that there are different perceptions and different ways of doing something. And that can really reduce the pressure and help with our mental health. And if it's with regards to bereavement, we can just really get lost in the moment and forget the things that we're worried about, and just give us a little bit of a break from some of those worries or anxieties. So creativity can help children, particularly if they haven't got the maturity to connect their emotions or understand their emotions, or to be able to express them or articulate how they feel. The medium that they use can just help them to connect to how they feel, and also can help them to communicate that to other people. And we can see that in some of the artwork that's produced, or even as they're actually carrying out the act. So if somebody's sculpting, then we can watch the way that they might be manipulating the clay or moving with the clay. So it isn't just about the end result, it's about the behaviour and the feelings that are going through as well. And then of course we have the finished product where we can sit down with that person, whether it's a young person or an older person, and they can talk us through using that tool or using that prop as a way of expressing how they might be feeling. Sometimes people's experience of mental health might be one where their thoughts are all over the place, so the mind feels really chaotic. So you can be kind of emotionally restless, and also you can feel physically restless or physically agitated and really struggle to be in the moment and struggle to relax. Where if you are doing some kind of creative art which encourages you to sit down and be still, and you can get into that moment and relax into that moment and avoid all of those distractions, that can really be a nice vehicle to help somebody to manage that situation and feel more grounded and feel more relaxed and calm. That can then spread throughout their body and their mind throughout that moment, but then also throughout other areas of their life as well. So it can be a really nice grounding, calming activity for somebody to do. At Birmingham Mind offer lots and lots of different services, so I would suggest the best thing for you to do is have a look at their website, and it will show you on there all the different kinds of things that they can do and where they're going on. You could also contact their helpline for information as well.